Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Five-star edge rusher Jordan Ross dropped his top 8. Alabama, what he says, at Alabama, there are unlimited opportunities. He's also got Georgia in the mix, says their development is different. Florida makes it feel like home. He says of Texas, Coach Sark does a great job building the relationship with the players. He speaks of the Tennessee Volunteers. He says the game day atmosphere is nothing like I have ever seen before. USC is a great college. Their education is one of the best in the country. He mentions Oregon, says they have a plan for me. They're constantly telling me that I am a priority to them. LSU rounds out the top 8, says LSU does an amazing job to promote their players and get them out there in the public. So the question is, when we're talking about an elite level 5-star edge rusher, another one, guys, that is the beauty. That is the beauty of where Tennessee is at right now. I dropped the video yesterday talking about Elijah Rushing. Tennessee very much in the mix there for the 5-star edge rusher. Williams Nwaneri, Tennessee trending there for that prospect. 5-star defensive lineman, also Kamarion Franklin, 4-star defensive lineman. Tennessee is in a good spot. You know, I was looking through VolQuest trying to put together some stuff for this video, and one of the posters there on the board made this comment, and I loved it. He said, we are fishing in a different pond this year. And you can say what you want, whether a guy like Ryan Wingo, whether you think he's going to go end up at Georgia. And it goes back to the interview we had with Austin Price. You don't have to land all of them. You just got to land some of them. And I like that comment that we are fishing in a different pond with this class of 24, another 5-star prospect. So how realistic are Tennessee's chances with Jordan Ross? We're going to get into it, talk about it. But as always, you guys know what to do. Smash that thumbs up just below the video. It's quick, free, easy. It does help the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin Vols Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We're building a community of Tennessee fans right here on the Talkin Vols Network for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live tonight. The NFL draft kicks off tonight, round 1. Do we see Hendon Hooker get drafted in that first round? What about BY? What about Darnell Wright? We're going to do a live watch party right here on the Talkin Vols Network. We'll go live at 7:45 p.m. Eastern time, and the draft starts at 8. So come hang out. All of you that are members of the channel at the watch party enthusiast tier, you get the link. You can come on, hang out with me and the X Factor and whoever else shows up tonight. Should be a good time, so don't miss it. But let's talk a little bit about Jordan Ross. Again, 5-star edge rusher. It seems like every player that we talk about on the defensive line that Rodney Garner is targeting this year is a 5-star prospect. 247 Sports has him as the 2nd-ranked edge rusher in the country, number 1 ranked player out of the state of Alabama, top 12 player nationally. 6'5", 215 pounds, again, out of Birmingham, Alabama. And that raises a red flag. Alabama kid, grew up in Alabama. So what does that mean? The first thing you think of is, okay, Alabama and Auburn going to be very much in this thing. It's very interesting that Auburn did not make his top 8. So what about Alabama? This kid grew up in Birmingham, wants to play in the SEC. That's something that he's talked a lot about when you look at the interviews with 247 Sports or On 3 or wherever. He wants to play in the SEC. So even though he drops that top 8 and it's got teams like USC, it's got teams like Oregon, it sounds to me like Jordan Ross wants to stay in the Southeastern Conference. He wants to play in the SEC. Now, a very interesting quote, because again, you start thinking Alabama, Auburn, a quote that he gave to On 3 on leaving the state of Alabama. He says, I want to start something different. I feel like I've been in Alabama too long. I feel like it might be time to get out. I will see how it goes with these visits. Now, Jordan Ross set to visit Georgia officially on June the 9th, Texas on the 16th, Tennessee on June the 23rd. He also plans to take an official at Florida, but I have not seen that scheduled yet. He was supposed to be in town going back to the orange and white game. Was unable to make it in town because he had some travel issues that popped up right around the time he was supposed to be coming in. But look, he's been on campus back in January. He was in Knoxville for Junior Day, and again, scheduled officially coming up in June. Now you go to the experts, the insiders, the guys like AP. It's hard to get a read on this thing. You go back to April the 10th, I saw a post from AP. It says Tennessee's in a good spot, supposed to be here this weekend. But he wraps up the comment saying Bama kids are Bama kids. And then on Monday, just this week, AP said feels like the Vols lead, but this is a tough one to get a grasp on. You go to the on3.com recruiting prediction machine. It's got Georgia at 25.7%. Look, all the experts, all the insiders, they all say it feels like Tennessee is out in front with Jordan Ross. He quote on Josh Heupel said he's a great coach, knows how to make it feel like home to recruits, and does a great job talking to you. He keeps connecting with you to build great relationships. Also, the players seem like they have a great relationship with the entire coaching staff. You know, it goes back to Glenn Ellerby and the offensive lineman. On a recruiting video I made, one of the class of 24 offensive lineman kids is talking about the relationship that Ellerby has with his O-line and the fact that they are always around him, always spending time with him, always hanging out with him. That's genuine relationships. And I know sometimes, myself included, we get caught up in NIL. We think everything is NIL based, and we forget that there's more to it. It's about relationships. It's about X's and O's. It's about fit. So we'll see where Jordan Ross ends up. Scouting report from 247 Sports, estimated at 6'4", 220 pounds, possesses growth potential to add additional weight to his frame at the next level, flashes excellent athleticism off the edge as a 3-4 stand-up outside linebacker. You know, we see this 220, 225, 6'4", 6'6", 6'5", these guys that Garner is recruiting, but the one word that always pops up is athleticism. And how much does a guy like Jordan Ross, how much does a guy like Williams Nwaneri, Kamarion Franklin, Elijah Rushing, how many of the guys that Rodney Garner is targeting can he get in the boat and then continue? Just, I'm telling you guys, Rodney Garner is building that legit SEC defensive line, that old school defensive line that can take over and win football games for you. It is coming. Be patient. Goes on to say he displays an explosive first step off the line of scrimmage, flashes outstanding initial foot and body quickness at the point of attack. He's a fluid athlete, shows the ability to bend the edge and possesses good burst to close ability, demonstrates good lateral change of direction ability, and exhibits the ability to play in space, both on the line of scrimmage and lined up as an off-ball linebacker. Shows the ability to consistently win with speed and athleticism off the edge. Will need to continue to develop his play strength at the point of attack in both the run and passing games to reach his full potential at the next level. Projects as a 3-4 outside linebacker at the next level with the ability to develop into an all-conference prospect on Saturdays. His combination of speed, athleticism, and length make him one of the more intriguing upside pass rushers in this cycle, as he only appears to be scratching the surface of his physical and technical development off the edge. So that's the scouting report on Jordan Ross. Again, 5-star edge rusher. Is he trending? Is he trending to Tennessee? I don't know. It just, there's a good feel. Everybody thinks Tennessee is in a good spot. We got a long way to go. We'll see how the recruitment plays out. Does NIL get involved? But I like the fact that he's an Alabama kid that wants to get out of Alabama, but he also wants to stay in the SEC. Florida is a dumpster fire right now. Georgia scares me. And they're sitting out front, according to On3 recruiting prediction machine. Again, that's hot or cold. It's up and down. It's hit or miss. But we'll see. How many of these big fish can Rodney Garner land? Hit the comment section and let me know. When you look at the board, for the defensive line, Tennessee's in it with at least four to five stars across that defensive line. Can you get 2 of them? Can you get 3 of them? I like where Williams Nwaneri's at. Can you add Jordan Ross to the boat as well? Hit the comment section. Give me your feedback as always. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We're on this membership drive. We need more members around here. If you don't have a Power T beside your name, what are you doing with your life? Hit that join button down below. It's only $1. $1 a month. You can support what we are trying to do with this channel. You get custom Talkin' Vols emojis, access to fan call-in shows. You get a Power T beside your name in the comments and in the live chat. When we're on a live stream, a lot of people, I try to highlight the comments in the live chat from the members so you guys can see those on the screen. But if not, that's cool. You can also check out the merchandise, bonfire.com/store/Talkin' Vols. Appreciate all the support. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. Hope to see you tonight, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. NFL Draft Watch Party. Should be a fun time hanging out, talking Tennessee football with you guys. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.